The deep thought healing technique uses basically this concept right here, which I will show on a piece of paper. But you imagine these three, okay, this is your 8th chakra, which we talked about. It's that big gold sun, at least 3 feet above your aura, which is, you know, this great eternal part of you that sends down comforting gold wisdom energy and healing energy on you. And then your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. So you imagine just like this drawing, but 3D out in front of you. So the top section represents your 8th chakra, even though it's not like a 3D rectangle. It's just an easy, convenient thing to do, because deep thought is this harmonious flow between these 3 areas. Your 8th chakra, which is like super, all your wisdom from past lives and stuff, your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. So by, you know, melting away any hardness in between these areas, and melting away energy blocks in these areas that you're ready to release. And this is a technique you could do too much of. So, but it's easy to do it just right, because you always are like, okay, what am I ready to release right now? And you just, then you'll see something that you're ready to release right now. You know, your imagination or your visualization will show you, you know, maybe some energy blocks that look like white boxes, you know, say in this section of your conscious mind, and then you just melt away the white boxes, you know, with gold light from your hand. Yeah. Oh, so nice. I love that. But anyway, so, first we did, with the deep thought technique, we did a technique which we had done in the last triplet set, a blue earth energy soak of your deep thought areas. So I don't recommend a blue earth energy soak for your aura, actually, because it's too high a vibration for your lower chakras, so you'll probably pop out. You will pop out, and so I do not recommend that. Do not. It's overly triggering for your lower chakras. So, you know, if you try it and then feel like crap afterwards, don't blame me. Just don't try it. Well, you have free will, but I'm just saying. I've experimented for you. I messed myself up for the benefit of others. But anyway, but this area, because your mind is related to your throat chakra, and your throat chakra, a good color for it is like a light blue or turquoise. So soaking these 2 areas with earth energy from the center of the earth at this light blue color, you know, feels good, and it's nice. It doesn't, you know, freak you out at all, and it just sort of loosens up the energy blocks that you're ready to release and just kind of comforts you. So you can do that right now. Just imagine, you know, 3D out in front of you, you know, 3D rectangles that sort of touch each other. You want that contact, which today the angels described to me as, oh, what did they describe it as? I didn't write it down. I think it was like, oh yeah, blending surfaces. These are blending surfaces, so that, you know, your 8th chakra energy blends with your conscious mind. So it's not like it becomes one big square at all. There still is separateness, 8th chakra, conscious mind, but there's like a real nice flow in between these 2 areas. So the 8th chakra wisdom blends with your conscious mind, you know, and then between here, so that all that you actually know, but it's in your subconscious, can, you know, blend forward in a healthy way with your conscious mind, because you're melting away unhealthy levels of repression that you're ready to release at this time. So you just kind of, and, you know, if you're particularly concerned, you can say, well, I want to only see and release what is healthy and gentle for me to release at this time. You know, and then, like I said, if you're doing the supersizing of your body chakras and you're doing the tricolor earth energy soak before and after, you're good. Tricolor earth energy soak after, because you want to fully release everything that got stirred up. Okay. So after the blue earth energy soak for these deep thought areas I help people clear energy blocks that were in the way of them letting go of anger and then letting go of sadness. So it's very key, if you do write this stuff down and take notes for, you know, ideas later, the letting go part, you know, like underline that or something, because it's not only important to, because I think in some of these healings, I do clear energy blocks that say are anger, you know, anger from past lives, you know, here, or in this, you know, the blending surface right here or here, you know, maybe you have some anger from yourself or somebody else from a current or past life. But the thing is, if you're not okay with letting go of your anger, well, maybe you were during the healing, so you let go of some, and then your spirit's like, oh, you know, 3 days later or a day later even, or a couple hours after the healing, your spirit's like, yeah, now I want to let go of more. But there's this really resistant part of you like, no, I don't. So then like you become cranky, because it's like when you start a flow that was jammed up, it's gonna keep trying to release more and more. So it's very key to be able to continue to let go after the healing is over, because like it or not, your body and spirit are gonna keep releasing. So you're either open to it and you go with the flow and your life gets better and better and better and better, or you're resistant to it and you try to put the brakes on, and you know, then you feel weird afterwards. A lot of times people could be open to it, but then maybe their relatives or their neighbors or somebody in their life will cord them and kind of put the brakes on for you. So then you're open to releasing more every day after the healing, but people are kind of like stopping you from doing it. And so that's sometimes why people feel bad after a fantastic healing. But Tricolor Earth Energy Soak usually knocks a lot of people out of your space and gets you flowing and releasing again. I do have if you haven't heard about energy cords, and that's a new concept for you, you can watch this old video of mine called Removing Energy Cords, which explains. But anyway, so it's very key to look for energy blocks. So I think that could fix the whole crankiness, you know, that some people tend to feel cranky after these healings. Most people don't, but most people are much wiser and smarter, and they don't get into verbal conflicts that they otherwise would have. But some people, you know, they just can't resist. Well, it's not their fault. But anyway, I think what's happening is they did clear some anger during the healing, but they're still like, I don't want to release, you know, they're like kind of resistant to it. So then it traffic jams right after the healing. So anyway, let's do just a 2-second version. So just imagine somewhere in here, like in this blending surface or this area, conscious mind, this blending surface, or this area, subconscious mind. Just imagine energy blocks that you're totally ready to release. It will really help you. It won't be too much. That are in the way of you letting go of anger. Okay? And this could be other people's anger or your anger from this life, past life, doesn't matter. But energy blocks that keep you from letting go of anger. And just imagine these areas and just let it come to you. Like, what are your energy blocks look like that you're ready to release right now that keep you from letting go of anger? So they can look like boxes, they can look like objects, basically. So for me, I see like in my conscious mind, this whole bunch of like, it's like white popcorn of like, you know, little pieces like white pebbles or popcorn, you know? And so I'm just going to bring up blue earth energy and soak, because white's a really high vibration. So it's really nice and comforting to soak that in the blue earth energy. So whatever energy blocks that you see, even if you don't see, you can do it with your imagination, your intention. And just soak it all with the blue earth energy and then gold light. And just with your intention, you know, say, okay, I'm melting away energy blocks that keep me from letting go of my anger. Or letting go of anger, period. And it takes a little time, you know, so just relax, you know, maybe wiggle your toes, take a deep breath. You know, for me, maybe like 3/4 of the popcorn is cleared. There's just 25% left, so I'm just gonna take my time. There we go, it all cleared. And if it didn't all clear, you can just say, angels, can you please help me clear that? All right. So then I did that same process with sadness, because some clients do have a problem, that some participants do have a problem with a conscious problem with, you know, on and off depression. But I think even if you don't, like, let's see, if I look at someone who does not have an issue with depression, I think she's holding some sadness from past lives. So she doesn't consciously feel sad at all, but she's, you know, in past lives, you don't resolve everything. So there's some past life sadness and grief that she's just accidentally still holding. So it's helpful for everybody to clear this kind of thing. So again, you know, you can do it on your own, or you could rewind the tape and just, you do it to my little walkthrough there, but you want to melt away energy blocks that are healthy and gentle for you to release right now. Let's really quickly, energy blocks that are healthy and gentle for you to release right now that keep you from letting go of sadness. Yeah, so for me, I see 4, you know, it's a little triggering, but we're clearing energy, so that works fine. They're actually like 4 black, you know, big boxes that, you know, represent loved ones in past lives crossing over, you know, going to heaven. That obviously makes people sad when that happens, you know, and so you could have some leftover sadness from different past lives or from this life when a loved one, you know, went to heaven. Even though their spirit is happy and healthy in heaven, it's, you know, it's a challenging transition if for you, if it wasn't you going to heaven. It's a fun transition for them. When they get there, they're like, they feel like $1 million. But anyway, so just melt away. If you have any of that is healthy and gentle for you to release right now, just melt away. You know, maybe it looks for you like black boxes, just like it looks for me, black long boxes. So I have 4 that are healthy and gentle for me to release right now in my subconscious mind. And for me, they're 2 past lives and 2 from this life. And they all just cleared. And again, if you, well, you could just ask your angels if you have any leftovers, or just in general, you could say, angels, can you help me? Can you heal and help me release sadness? Help me to let go of sadness. Because the funny thing is, you know, if you're letting go of it, you actually don't feel it much at all. It's when it jams up and you're not letting go of it, then you really feel it. So all you people that are, you know, on and off depressed, you know, I love you. I don't, you know, it is a real thing, and does not mean that you're not amazing, but it means that you're accidentally holding on to the sadness because of whatever stresses you're dealing with. If you need to keep it flowing out of you, and then you won't hardly feel it at all. Okay, cool. And then the third thing we did with the deep thought areas is we, oh, this was cool. We did this in the last triplet set too. We did collapsing gold net for the deep thought areas. So make a big gold net, you know, on your live 3D copy of this area, you know, big collapsing gold net, and just, but we did a twist this time. It helped, you know, use the collapsing gold net to help you clear any energy blocks that are, you know, healthy and gentle for you to release right now, that block you from receiving earth energy or receiving angel help. Okay, so any energy blocks that block you from receiving earth energy or receiving angel help. And I did it actually all at once because the healing was 24 minutes. We were already a little over. So I was like, let's do it at once. And the angels were like, yeah. So, because collapsing gold net can clear energy that's not you at all, but it can also just get blocks, energy blocks out of your space. So big gold net around your deep thought areas, and just have your intention be that this gold net is going to help you release energy blocks that you're ready to release that are in the way of you receiving earth energy and receiving angel help. Just make the gold net collapse in on itself so it tangles up all the energy blocks, and maybe some spirits too that don't belong there, whatever. Just anything that's in the way of you receiving earth energy and receiving angel help. And then just tangle it up in the gold net and drag it out and give it to your angels and just say, angels, can you please recycle all that? Okay. And so that's all. So by the end of the healing, everyone was pretty present, very present. This one was a big before and after. So I am definitely, of course, as usual, but I think in particular this one, I'm interested in the surveys, survey responses. Just did you feel, the same as before the healing, or better or worse? And again, don't compare it to the average Friday because people were way more out than the average Friday, most people. Okay. All right, so stay tuned for the Sunday recap. And if you're a participant, stay tuned for the Sunday healing. Okay, bye.